everyone. Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me out there? The wind is blowing left to right, so if you cannot hear me over here, if you move over to this side, there's plenty of room. We have great speakers this afternoon. Thank you for coming out. I am John Depetro from WPRO. We are here to tell Governor Chafee, you are the governor, not a dictator. Governor Chafee, we have laws. You do not have the right to circumvent the law. You are not the king of Rhode Island. We are wearing symbols of black because Rhode Island is in mourning. Right. Governor Chafee, you are killing our state. No! Governor Chafee was an illegal alien in Canada, yeah. But this is the United States of America. Send them back. Send them back. Governor Chafee, why have you abandoned the people of Rhode Island? You must be the governor of all the people, not just the governor of your campaign donators and campaign workers. If Governor Chafee were the manager of the Boston Red Sox, he would have been gone by spring training. Well, Rhode Island is the Red Sox. That's right. And this is our collapse, giving licenses to illegal aliens. Governor, you're the manager and you should be fired. This is not Chafee Island. This is Rhode Island. We have some great speakers that are going to come up. Our first speaker is a woman who did it the right way. She was born in Romania. She followed the citizenship process. It is possible. Give a big round of applause. This is Flori from Romania.
Hello everybody and thank you for being here. I expect young crowd because this is the future of Rhode Island. Like John said, I grew up in Romania. It was a communist country. And today, when I was listening to John about the children who are coming with flowers for the governor, I remember one time I was put in line with flowers to say to the president, you are the best. But I was freezing cold, and I didn't know what I'm doing. So this is what reminds me, you know. I just want to start with a message for the governor, and I want to remind to the Governor Chafee the definition of being a citizen of a country. As a citizen, we have rights, but also duties and obligations to protect our own country. Respect the law. So I ask the governor as a citizen to protect the people who belong legal to this country. And he must represent us as a leader, not as a traitor. Do not respect the law and the Constitution of the United States. Thank you for being here and head down.
Thank you for coming.
Excellent. Flori from Romania that did it the right way. Folks, give her a big round of applause. Let's see those American flags. Fly them proudly. Governor Chafee, you are the missing link we wish you were missing today. Our next speaker, the person that helped put this rally responsible for this rally. Let's have a big round of applause, Representative Doreen Costa.
Look at the angry mob. How are y'all doing? Thank you so much for coming. Can you hear me okay? I've always was told I have a big mouth, so. I love you too. Okay, last Monday night, the Board of Governors for Higher Education voted unanimously to allow undocumented students in-state tuition. I am standing here today to show my opposition to what has happened. This is not all Governor Chafee's fault, folks. Where is Speaker Fox and Senate President Pivot-Weed? Why did Speaker Fox allow this to go to the Board of Governors and not the House of Representatives?
Why?
Because they did not have enough votes.
Yeah, that's right.
For the past 6 years, they have been trying to get this legislation passed. Not enough votes. I got elected with 74 other representatives to represent the people that elected us, and we could not do our job. Period. Wrong. Speaker Fox, you should let us do our job, sir.
That's right. Get rid of Fox, too.
Gordon Fox, Speaker Fox, no disrespect, but just let the legislators do their job.
That's right.
Now, I have a whole bunch of stuff here, but I'm not going to be repetitious. I'm going to let the other people speak because we do have a great lineup of speakers. So I am going to turn the mic over again. I just want to thank you all for your support. Thank you for coming out today. And where's the Projo? Providence Journal, where are you?
They're not here.
There's more than 6 people here. God bless. Thank you.
Let's say there's 25.
Representative Doreen Costa, let's give a big round of applause. Folks, before our next speaker comes up, I want to bring up Senator Glenn Shibley, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Senator Shibley.
Thank you, Don.
Back here. Let it back here. Flags in back of you, too.
Okay. All right, if everyone's ready, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Senator Shibley. Folks, we cannot let the actions of Governor Chafee persuade us that Rhode Island should become a sanctuary state. I still believe in the people of this small state. From Westerly to Woonsocket, from Cranston to Coventry, from North Providence to North Kingstown, I still believe in the beauty of the red, white, and blue. I still believe in the Constitution. I believe in God and believe in the United States of America. I believe in the power of the people to come together as one and speak with one voice. One nation. I believe in the American dream, and Governor Chafee, maybe it's time for you and your pal Obama to hit the road. Please welcome the defender of the faith, the fighter for the people, the fighter for the American dream. A big round of applause. Terry Gorman of Ryle.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for coming. I had plans to do something. It'd be kind of difficult to do, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. And I'm just going to say, I don't understand your outrage. flowers today. We're going to bring black carnations, but I changed my. Some folks have them here. I changed my mind. I was overruled, but we have 100 children came this morning with roses to the legislature for Governor Chafee, and we thought we didn't like that idea, so we were going to bring some black carnations. But there's a lot of people in the front row have black carnations, so thank you so much. But we decided we didn't want to rain on their parade, so to speak.
Hey, send in the clouds! Terry! Yeah! Hey, send in the clouds!
Oh, wow. They're back again. Back again.
Brown University sucks!
They're back again. Welcome. Your uniforms are very appropriate. Okay. All right.
There's some brown clowns.
All right. I'd like you to do.
Folks, the people that voted for Governor Chafee have arrived. The people that keep Governor Chafee aren't keeping him office have arrived. Why don't you go back to Chafee land? This is a gathering for American citizens. Folks, let's give a big round of applause for the Chafee cabinet members that have come. We are now joined by the Board of Governors behind us. Thank you, John. Thank you, John.
I'd like you to do three things today, if you would. Turn to the person next to you and say, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for coming today.
And give a round of applause to the legislators that are here today to object to this action. Make plans to ask the legislators that aren't here today why aren't they here and what's their position. And I'd like to thank my state senator Ed O'Neill called and apologized he couldn't be here, but he said he agreed with everything that we had to say and to please do a good job. I'd like to briefly explain 3 federal laws that are being broken with the new in-state tuition policy from the illegal alien point of view. I'll let the legislators explain how they feel about it when it's their turn. There are several laws. The first one, 8 U.S.C. 1621. Aliens who are not qualified aliens or non-immigrants ineligible for state and local public benefits. A state may provide that an alien who is not lawfully present in the United States is eligible for any state or local public benefit for which such alien would otherwise be ineligible under subsection A of this section, only through the enactment of a state law after August 22nd, 1996. We don't have a state law that says that's okay.
Yeah.
Please, when they bring it up, we have to vote against it. The next one is 8 U.S.C. 1324, and basically I'll read that to you. Any person who encourages or induces an alien to reside, knowing or in reckless disregard of the fact that such residence is in violation of the law, shall be punished as provided. For each alien to whom such a violation occurs, fined under Title 18, imprisoned not more than 5 years or both. Those are laws, ladies and gentlemen. Those are laws. We just need to enforce them. The next one, 8 U.S.C. 1623. This is quite important in my opinion. But it's a limitation on eligibility for preferential treatment of aliens not lawfully present on the basis of residence for higher education. And what this says, notwithstanding any other provision of law, an alien who is not lawfully present in the United States shall not be eligible on the basis of residence within a state for any post-secondary education, college, ladies and gentlemen, post-secondary education benefit unless a citizen or national of the United States is eligible for such a benefit, without regard to whether the citizen or national is such a resident. So that means before we give it to illegal aliens, education to illegal aliens, we have to give it to any U.S. citizen that wants to get it. The Board of Governors for Higher Education claims that it's okay to do this now. They passed some it's not legislation, they just passed a bill that they only can honor that gives illegal aliens in-state tuition at our colleges. It already passed. We're going to do what we can to get it overturned. But PolitiFact rated my statements about this as false. They don't have a clue what they're talking about. If they look at 8 U.S.C. 1623, it specifically says that this can't be done. We can't give in-state tuition to illegal aliens. Period. End of story. In California, 2 states have in-state tuition for illegal aliens. California and Kansas. And in California, what they did was they took out the words residents. They had passed laws to do this. It says you get in-state tuition for if you're excuse me, I'm losing my train of thought now. You get in-state tuition by being just present in the state of California. You don't have to be a citizen or anything else of California. They passed a law. Yeah, well, what the lady said is let them all go there. We all gonna get. They're all gonna come here. But all right. Listen, I have to go. My time is almost up. But in a nutshell, these illegal alien students graduate from high school. Illegal alien students are attending, they want to attend college. They want to attend college at in-state tuition. They can't work, they can't drive. But some of them can't pay, I'm sorry. But the Board of Education, the Board of Governors for the Board of, I can't remember. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I've never been this nervous in my life. The financial aid, the provost of the URI says it costs $12,500 has to be subsidized for most kids to go to college in the state of Rhode Island. Why should we be subsidizing illegal alien kids to go to college in Rhode Island? All right, just
Terry Gorman of Rhode Island, let's give him a big round of applause. Let's see those flags. Can you hear me in the back? Terry Gorman. The folks, we're law-abiding citizens and we're good sports. But I'm going to ask these clowns nicely. You made your point. Now please step over and you can stand in Chafee land, the clown town, over to the side. We're going to ask these clowns to move over.
Oh, that's following. Hey, that was easy.
This is our rally. This is our rally for Americans, for Rhode Island citizens. We're going to ask these clowns and Chafee supporters to move over.
Well, the Howdy Doody supporters.
Folks, how about a big round of applause right now? Ocean State Tea Party in action. Deloris Issler. Let's bring up Deloris.
Hey, Deloris!
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming out, taking action today. So important. Thank you for coming out and taking action today. You can see what happens if we don't two terms, immigrant and illegal alien. Immigrants are not illegal immigrants. The term is not the same thing, and we are not talking about legal immigrants, nor have we ever. But why we're really here today, that is one and only one of Chafee's executive orders. So we're here today from the Ocean State Tea Party in Action to remind you that this is just poor government at its best. We cannot govern, we cannot stand by and allow him to govern by executive order. We have separation of powers, and for a very good reason. I would like all the veterans out in our crowd, please raise your hand.
Thank you all.
Honor of a veteran, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your service. And I want to remind everybody here that these people, as we know, served to protect our soil and our borders. So I just want to touch on the fact, as Doreen did, we have 3 branches of government for a good reason. Yes. We don't need a governor with 3 heads. We need 3 branches of government. Right. So I have to tell you, my concern is that this is by design. I hope that's not the case, but I'm feeling like it is by design. You all, many of you came out in the last year and a half, and you testified along beside us on things like in-state tuition for illegal alien adults in college. You testified with us on E-Verify. You testified with us on a health insurance exchange that is going to put our health care and insurance rates through the roof, and yet we end up with this situation. So I can tell you, my concern is, obviously they don't want to listen to the people. They are skirting difficult votes. When we come up here and we make noise in a hearing, I'm afraid there's little conversations going on in here that the people are kind of rowdy out there. Yeah. Let's wait till summer when it's nice and quiet and dark in the State House. And let's just do what we want to do by executive order.
No.
They didn't get away with it this year. Here you all are.
Yeah. Yep.
Here you are, and we have to keep going forward. We know the most important thing is going to be the vote. You're right, these people don't listen, but we cannot give up. Cannot. If you don't know who your senator or your rep is, you call Speaker Fox every single day.
Yeah.
So I do want to thank you again for coming out, and I want to call all of us to action. All you veterans out there, does my heart good, and I feel safe to know that you're here. We are calling you back into active duty. Active duty veterans, we need you to help us out and lead us, because it seems that some
United, one of our founders, Jim Corella, Diane McLaughlin, and everybody knows Lisa Blaze. These women do a ton of work every single day. So I invite you to come to our website and find out who's trying to hurt you and who's trying to help you. You'll get the truth. And I want to thank also, just very quickly, our board members. I see several of them here, and I don't want to miss anybody, but we do have some board members and steering committee members here as well. Thank you for coming out.
Just before we hand it over to the MC, Depetro, I want to thank all the good government groups for having signed on to the press release, for being here today to support this. Remember, Speaker Fox is a very powerful, powerful man. Tell him Governor Chafee cannot marginalize the legislature. Now make some noise.
Governor Chafee, we are not going to stand by as you give this state away to the illegal aliens. Governor Chafee, we're not going to stand by as you turn Rhode Island into a sanctuary state. Governor Chafee, if you don't like it, why don't you and the illegals get the hell out of here? Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now, he is a lesson in courage. He is a teacher in East Providence. A big round of applause. This is Keith Anderson. Big round of applause for Keith.
Hello, Rhode Island! How is everybody today? All right, Keith. I was going to say, it's too bad Governor Chafee's not here today, but I think I just saw him back there with a red nose on. Is not here today. You'd see one hell of a turnout of his constituents here to tell him enough is enough with this. Illegal is illegal. Yes! It's time we start helping out the citizens of this state. It's time we start helping out the taxpayers of this state. Yes! I wanted to offer him congratulations. You know, him with the help of Gordon Fox and Piper Weed have completely circumvented the General Assembly. Way to go on that. Yeah! You know, the General Assembly, the people that we elected to vote on bills that are critical to the functioning of this state. No! They've been trying to pass this bill for 6 years. They failed. And every single time it fails. There's a reason for it. Yeah. The taxpayers don't want it. Yeah. Well, not only took them 9 months to circumvent the General Assembly and give the power to a board of unelected officials to get them to pass it. Let it go, Keith. Yeah. Governor Chafee, this is a nation of laws. Yeah! John Adams is rolling over in his grave today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We have checks and balances here for a reason. And it's so good that, Governor, people like you can't take the power away from the people. Yes! If we don't enforce the laws on illegal aliens, then how are we supposed to know what laws to enforce? Yeah! So what's to stop me from go stealing a candy bar? Right? What's to stop me from go stealing a TV? What's to stop any kid from and buying a case of beer? Right. There are laws! Yeah! consequences to laws. You don't get rewarded for breaking the law.
That's
And just because you don't understand why people are so outraged, let me give you just a few examples. All right, here's a little history lesson from a teacher. The whole right to representation, you might find that somewhere in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Why don't you go look at the 27th grievance in the Declaration of Independence?
You don't know how to read.
Apparently not. The 27th grievance in the Declaration of Independence talks about border security. We need to have defensible borders. And if you let illegals come here to go to school, they're going to have a flood of illegals here.
There's too many as it is.
And one other thing about about history that you might want to take a look at. After the Tea Party, Britain passed something called the Coercive Acts. They became known as the Intolerable Acts because Great Britain and the King started giving rights to Catholic Frenchmen, people who are not colonists. Well, now we're giving rights to illegal immigrants. And Governor, your actions are intolerable. Thank you very much,
Governor Chafee, you may be the governor, but this is our house. This is our state. This is our country. And we are not going to let you turn this place into a sanctuary state. It's not going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause. Representative Mike Chippendale.
Thank you very much. Right next to me is a sign, and this is especially poignant for all of you veterans out there. This is a sign that has 3 pictures on it. It has a picture of a serviceman in the desert. It has a picture of a ward of wounded veterans, and it has a photograph of the belly of a C-130 loaded with flag-draped caskets of American servicemen who are right now in the deserts and out there in other countries fighting to bring democracy to those countries. And the irony is not lost on me that while these brave men and women who all they want to do is come back here and maybe get a GI Bill so they can afford to go to college, are going to get the same break as someone who's illegal. That is not right. These men and women who sacrifice everything, they do that because maybe they live 5 minutes away in Seacon and they want to go to URI. Well, they don't get in-state tuition rates, so they go into the service and they get the GI Bill. Right. But all they have to do is become illegal and they can get it for the same price. But you know what? They won't do that because they're Americans. They're Americans who are willing to sacrifice whatever they have to sacrifice to get education if that's what they want, or to do whatever they want to do in a free country as a free citizen of the United States of America. Yes. It's about time that everyone else started to play that same tune, and that goes to the clowns.
For the state is hope, and you're making it hopeless. But we're not going to stand for it. And as far as Governor Chafee and the clowns, to quote General Treasurer Frank Caprio, you can shove it. Let's have a big round of applause. He's a fighter. He's a defender of the faith. Ladies and and gentlemen, Representative Joe Trillo.
Thank you, and thank you all. Thank you all for coming out today. I can't tell you how important it is that we have a rally like this and we have a turnout like this, even though the Providence Journal is reporting there's 100 people here today. I'm going to give them a pants on fire. Hey, what do you think would happen if we all went to a foreign country and we all stood in front of their capitals and we said we want free welfare, we want free health care, we want free education? They'd lock us up and throw the key away. Yeah. They'd lock us up and throw the key away.
They send us to Central
What's going on in this country right now, and not only in Rhode Island, but it's becoming worse in Rhode Island, is absolutely insane. We're giving the United States of America away to foreign people that are just coming here.
That's right.
You know, we're all descendants of immigrants.
That's right.
My grandfather came here from Italy. My father sponsored many people to come to this country. You had to sponsor people. You had to be responsible for them. You had to make sure they had a job. Now with the likes of President Obama and Governor Chafee, just get here. We don't care how you get here. Just get here. We're going to give you everything.
Yeah.
And you know who they're giving it away? They're coming to every one of you, and they're picking your pockets. Every dollar they get you. And they're giving it away to illegal immigrants. They're giving it away. They're not only giving you the dollars, they're chewing up the jobs. And you got the likes of the unions in this state that are actually supporting them.
Like George Lee. Yeah.
And you know what? That's a subject for another day. I'm not going to
We
go
should
there.
get more people here on that subject. Yeah.
The bottom line is, what the governor did was circumvent the legislature.
Yep.
But let me tell you this, after 12 years in this building, if the legislator and the leaders in the legislators, like the speaker, like the Senate president, really want to show their muscle, they really want to say, hey governor, you didn't have a right to do what you did. They could turn it around tomorrow. I'm going to let you go. I just want to thank you all so much for coming. And let's keep up the fight. We're not going to sit down and play dead like these clowns would have us think we're going to do. Thank you.
Representative Joe Trillo. Let's give him a round of applause. USA. USA. Let those clowns hear it. Governor Chafee, we're not going away. Governor Chafee,